Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Cool. Okay, so the engine started, one light is out, the oil pressure's up in the green, yeah, the pressure's top end of the green, so the oil's gotten cold. While I've been sat with the airplane waiting for you to turn up. 2500 is on to warm the engine. I'll clear all around, don't need to do a radio check, I've already done one today. Looks like that shower and burger's passed through now, so by the time taxi down to the end and get the check, good to go. Alright, transmitting.
Okay.
Yeah, for traffic, Golf November, India's taxiing for 280 Yatesbury. Alright, bit of power on, airplane's moving. Check the brake, brake's good. Okay, clear to the right, clear to the left. Okay, full right, check. Look at that, a rainbow hitting the ground.
Eh?
Full left, check.
One.
Yeah, look at that. It's part of cloud over there, should go and get it.
There's two.
Oh, it's double rainbow, yeah?
Can you even hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just get the mic a little bit close to your mouth. You'll be a bit louder then. There we go.
Okay.
So that wind has come a bit more round to the north now, so it's a bit more crossy. So might be a sporty takeoff. It's probably in response to the outflow to that shower. So we're probably going to have to wait 5 minutes to warm the engine up anyway, because the oil's not freezing cold, but. So on the ground, steering with the feet.
Yeah.
Of course, because we've got the wind blowing from one side, it pushes the fin one way. So just because the pedals are neutral doesn't mean that the airplane's going to go straight. So what we've got to do is look straight ahead, line us up with something in the distance, and just react to it with the pedals. Put pressure on the pedals to keep the nose pointing in the direction we want. Hey, just sneaking over to the right just to avoid the rough bit. Oh, look, I've never been this close to where a rainbow hits the ground. Isn't that incredible?
There's a pot of gold there somewhere.
There will be gold at the end of that rainbow, yeah. Still a bit rainy down this end, so we're going to be sat here for a little while anyway. Make sure it's all gone through, almost has. Yeah, it is. It's still fucking raining here. It's good, I can see blue behind it, so I'm happy to go. I'll just get a little bit sporty. Hard over to the right, sets Parker's up here. Fuck me, readers. Look at that.
Wow, that's a proper...
That's a proper shower, isn't it? Right, let's get some air blowing. There we are. Just make sure the heater's on. And I'll just run through the pre-takeoff chaps. Yeah, I mean that's another shower clipping us from the south there. I can see blue sky in that direction, so I'm still happy.
Is it just a passing shower there?
Yeah, it's just there's been showers all over the place today. We've just been having to dodge them, so as long as I'm not flying into one or directly under it, I'm happy.
What level are they at the moment, do you know?
What, cloud base is, yeah, it's about 3,500, 4,000, the base is, but the verga that's dropping out the bottom of them is actually keeping it, dropping them down a little bit. So even below 1,000 feet you might clip it if we're not careful. That's why we're going to avoid them.
Yeah.
It's clear blue in the direction the wind is coming from, so which is behind us at the moment. Right, let's do the pre-takeoff checks. So controls full free and in the correct sense. So correct sense means stick to the right, right aileron up, left aileron down. Okay, hatches are both closed and locked harnesses are both tight and secure. Headsets both wearing or both working.
Yes.
Instruments left to right, 0, 0 here, set 0 on the altimeter. Okay, engine instruments are all functioning, the oil pressure's starting to come down now, so it's getting warmed up, and the oil temp is just coming off the stops now. I'm going to wait for this shower to fully go through anyway.
Oh, you can't even see the fuel tank anymore?
No, so I've already checked that there's 40 litres in there, so that's fine. Yeah, this little thing is handy for keeping stuff in, but it means I'd have to lift that flap to have a look at the fuel tank, and I can't even see it from my side anyway. Okay, that's all the instruments checked. Fuel, pump, goes on, choke goes in, carb heat is not fitted to this aeroplane. Fuel tap is horizontal, contents have been checked, 40 litres, more than enough, and we're nice and heavy as well for, it will help us with the turbulence coming in for landing. Flaps, so it's flap control, set 1, both down evenly,
yeah.
Set 2, both down evenly, back to 1 for takeoff. Trim, so here's the trim controls on here, and there's the indicator, so we just check the trim motors down. We check that it motors up. And we'll leave it at neutral for takeoff. Wind, okay, it's come round a little bit more down the runway now that shower has passed through, so...
Is that how we want it?
Yeah, you always want it straight down the runway if you can help it, but the good thing about the wind being this strong is as soon as we turn into wind to point down the runway, the ASI is going to be indicating. It means you're going to get off the ground pretty quick. I've been getting off the ground in about 50 metres today, which is good. Okay, it's a little bit gusty and it's choppy and you know, quite convective up there, as you can see from the big puffy clouds and the showers dropping out of them. So we'll try and stay away from anything that's going to chuck us around too much while we're out there. All round's clear, so we check behind to the left, all the way around the front, behind to the right, nobody on the road. I'm guarding the brake because the grass is now wet. Let's see if we slide or not. I'm just going to ease the power up to 3400. Yeah, we're sliding. There we go, so a bit more brake. See if I can get it up a bit. I want it a bit higher than that to check the mags. Can help it. Do you know what that'll do? Stable, T's and P's are all good. Mag right off, looking for a small drop. Stable, back to both, recovers. Mag 2 off, drop, small drop, stable, back to both, recovers.
So we're looking there, aren't we?
Yeah, all the numbers in the middle, that's fine. Okay, no carb heat fitted to this aeroplane, so checking the slow idle, parking brake goes back on. Stable at 1800, that's good. Back up to 2000, there's enough heat in the oil now, that shower's cleared away, so I am happy to depart. Final check, transponder out 7000, good to go.
So we're flying at 7,000 feet?
No, so 7,000 is a standard VFR score. So that appears on an air traffic controller's console with a 7,000 cork. He knows that I'm just minding my own business in Class G airspace. Okay. Alright, that means I'm not being controlled by a radar unit and I don't particularly want to talk to anyone at the moment. Ooh, right, you all set? Yes. Yeah, the wind looks good, runway's clear, can't hear anybody on the radio. Final approach is clear, nobody's in the circuit. Right, let's get going. Yatesbury traffic, Golf November India is lining up to Yatesbury. Alright, so that's letting everyone know what we're doing. I am going to go stick into wind here actually, just because there is a bit crossy. Okay, final look check, everything looks good. And 3, 2, 1. RPM is good, T's and P's are good, airspeed's alive, nose wheel's coming off, main wheels off, lowering the nose. Okay, back up in 3, 2, 1, up we go. Hey, you're giggling like a schoolgirl again. Alright, lean the nose, normal climb rate. A little bit of squeeze of right rudder, keep the ball in the middle. 300 feet, 60 knots, flaps come up. I wish I'd look at the sunglasses now, but don't know. Alright. Approaching 500 feet, coming left stick, left foot. I'm going to level at 700 feet. We're getting a staggering climb rate. 70 knots we got, slight nose up trim. Approaching 700 feet, start to bring the power back, just start to ease the nose down very gently. 4.5 is cruise power. There we go. So, level, sort of. 700 feet, sort of. Trim, there we are. Fuel pump comes off. Clear, nobody's coming in. As we're coming out, and we're going to go that way into wind. Okay. So we definitely want to go that way into that. Okay, so power's coming back on. Slight back pressure on the stick, pitch the bump to the horizon. We'll be okay there. Right, in the climb, 70 knots. Right stick, right foot. West northwest. Yatesbury traffic, go for the inlet, departing the circuit to the west, Yatesbury. Strong flyover calm. Okay, that looks good. Right, wings level. And there we go. That turbulence is really calm now actually, it's nowhere near as choppy as it was earlier today. So, the airplane is in equilibrium at the moment, so it's going to pitch to fly itself at 70 knots. Okay, really don't have to do much apart from putting in the occasional, so there you go, the right wings drop, so a little bit of stick to the left. There you go. Put your hand around and start following me through on the stick so you can feel what I'm doing. And all I'm going to do is maintain the picture out the front, so at the moment, it is on the horizon, I just keep the horizon in that same place. And everything in here will stay the same as well. 1500 feet. Just lower the nose, have a quick look over, make sure we're not climbing into anything, no. Back up. Let's go to 2.5. Yeah, the main bases are quite high at the moment. So we've got plenty of space underneath these clouds to play. Just gentle, smooth movements of the stick is all you need, just to keep the airplane where we want it. I mean, the airplane will pretty much stay where we want it anyway. It'll wander around a bit, but we don't want it to wander. There we go. Let's see what it is like at 2.5. Approaching 2.5, all I need to do to level off is I'm going to start bringing the fuel in. It has to come back quite a long way, and I'm just going to put very slight forward pressure on the stick to help the nose come down. So that's cruise power. There we are at 4 fingers of grace, there or thereabouts, you know, barring a little bit of turbulence here and there.
Where do you see the 4 fingers? Is it
so you see the white bump right in front of you, just outside the window. Yeah. So it's 4 fingers of grass between the horizon and the bump. Okay, so that bump is your reference point for all your attitudes. Okay, so I'll tell you what we will do. Let's get our faces out of the sun and life will be a bit more pleasant. Let's point towards line up, so clear right stick, right foot. There we go. Let's point that way. That's a bit better, not having to stare at the sun. You can see the horizon a bit better now. Yeah. So let's just let the aeroplane settle down. A very slight out of trim force there. The nose wants to pitch up a bit. So let's just cancel that out. There we go. Right, it's reasonably smooth up here. Okay, so with the stick then, right, so following me through, holding the stick to the left, that much will give you that rate of roll, nice slow controlled rate of roll, okay? Yeah. That's 30 degrees of bank to the left, looking out the front, okay? That's your 30 degrees of bank attitude to the left. If you want to roll quicker, just put a bigger deflection in on the stick, okay? Yeah. And you can roll quicker, as long as you're smooth, alright? So that's 30 degrees of bank to the right. Just roll out there, stick left foot, and back to 4th.
How do you do 30 degrees?
Yes, I know what it looks like. Okay. So I'll tell you when it's there. I'll tell you that's the picture you want, maintain that picture, yeah? Cool. Alrighty then. So, all looks good. Right, you ready to have a go? I haven't sent you a pitch yet, so that's alright, keep your hand out. I'm going to push against your hand so you feel what I mean by pressure, alright? So look out the front of the airplane. So this much forward pressure pitches the nose down that much, and this much back pressure pitches the nose up that much. Okay, so it really is just a squeeze on the stick rather than a conscious movement, yeah? Right, so I'm going to give you control if you're ready, and all I want you to do is keep the horizon in the same place in the window by putting small corrections in on the stick. Are you ready? Okay, you have control. That's it, it's your aeroplane. So, with experience you get to know where 4 fingers of glass what it looks like in the window. So a little bit right wing low, so just a tiny bit of stick to the left till the wings are level again. There you go. Overshot it a touch, so a bit to the right on the stick. A little bit to the right, bit more. There's nothing you can do to this stick that's going to make the airplane fall out of the sky.
Well, you make it feel so little, but it's not so little pressure. It's a bit more pressure than I expected.
Yeah, okay. Well, now you're feeling the forces on the stick, alright? So, get used to sort of some muscle memory, right, how it feels. So have a go. Roll the airplane to the left, roll clear left, so hold the stick to the left, roll us to about 30 degrees back, and then when we get there, roll us back to the right, so stick to the right, roll us to the right. Now you see, when the wings aren't pointing straight up, the nose drops. When we go into a turn, take us to the right, so we're clear right, roll us to the right. When we go into a turn, that's 30 degrees of back there. You have to put a little bit of back pressure on the stick, just to stop that nose dropping. That is the picture we want to turn right. Okay? Roll the wings level to the left, and just release that back pressure as the wings come level. There we go.
What do you mean by release the back pressure?
Okay, so this is back pressure. Alright, let's go to the left there. So there's the amount of back pressure you need.
Yeah.
Okay, to maintain that turn. When we roll wings level, just smoothly release that pressure.
That's what you need.
Yeah. Okay, you still got the airplane. Right, let's have a look at controlling speed with pitch, and we'll do turns better in a minute. Alright, so you've seen just gentle turns, just using the rear ones there, and you see the nose really doesn't wander around too much. What we're going to do now is we're going to pitch the nose of the airplane up until the nose is just touching the horizon, and hold it there. So back pressure on the stick for me. That's it. Pitch the nose up. Keep the wings level while you're doing it. There. Hold it there. Hold it there. Don't let it drop. Don't let it drop. Don't let it drop. It's going to try. Don't let it drop. Don't let it drop. So the height hasn't really changed much, but the speed has come right back below 60. See that? Okay. Now smoothly release that back pressure. Let the nose come down. Okay. And now push it down till it's at about 8 fingers of grass and hold it there. There. Hold it there. Don't let it up. Don't let it up. You're going to have to push quite hard. Don't let it up. Alright, so see, speed up to 80 already, and height, yeah, it's changed a bit, but not much. Now very gently let it come up, back up to 4 fingers of grass, pin it there, alright, count 4 bananas, 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, and now, all of that force should have gone away, the airplane will stay there, all the time, and be back at 70 knots. Right, so that's using pitch to control speed. Cool, happy with that? Sweet, oh, you relax, I have control. There we go. Right, let's have a look at adverse yaw. Okay, so this is why we use the pedals and the stick to go. I'm going to roll the airplane rapidly to the right. Line the nose of the airplane up with something in the distance, yeah? I want you to tell me when I rapidly roll which way the nose goes, left or right. Okay, I'm going to roll right first. Okay, so we're clear right, have a look out the front, get ready, here we go. Rapidly roll right. Do you see the nose swing left and back right? Have a look. Going left, swings right, and then back left. And you can feel the airplane's really rolly, and it's really not comfortable. So, you got your feet on the right pedals, follow me through on the pedals, follow me through on the stick as well. Here's how we do it. Look out the front of the airplane, we're clear to the right, so right stick, right foot, just to squeeze to the angle of back we want, and then it all goes back in the middle.
Okay.
Get the back pressure on. And then go in the other direction, left stick, left foot. Let's continue the roll into a left turn, everything in the middle, back pressure. Feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Alright, let's roll out, right stick, right foot, everything back in the middle, release the back pressure. How'd that feel? Yeah, you want to give that a go? Cool. Alright, you have control. You put the pedals and the stick, just give it a few seconds to finish straight and level. Earlier today we were bouncing around like a motherfucker, it was all over the place. Students. Yeah, if you want to what?
Don't do the stick right, I have to do the left.
The right, so let's stick right. Okay. So let's go into a turn to the right when we're ready. First thing we'll do is we look in the direction we're going to turn. Look to the front, no airplanes. Look opposite the direction we're going to turn. Back to the front. Always looking out the front when we change the airplane's attitude. So looking out the front, right stick, right foot, roll me to 30 degrees of back. Start feeding the back pressure on. Stick and rudder in the middle. There you go. Bit more back pressure there, and put the pedals neutral, that's it, just release the pedals, there you go. So stick and rudder, hold on pedals neutral once you're in the turn, and it's just back pressure to maintain it. Now, can you see the airplane slowly rolling itself out of the turn? Yeah. So that's the airplane's natural stability coming into play. So what you might have to do, okay, is just add a little bit more back. And now, yeah, like that, back to 30 degrees and there. So that is exactly where we need to be. So just keep that picture the same as what we did when we're straight and level, but now we've got a different picture to maintain. So keep that picture going, we'll turn all the way round. That's it, keep it going. So we look out to the turn, we look back to the attitude. Nose is a bit low, so a bit more back pressure. That's it, just nice and gentle. Alright, roll us out there. Left stick, left foot, release the back pressure, let the nose come down. back to 4 fingers of grass. Nice, not bad. Right, do you want to try it to the left? Let's have a look, zoom in a bit. So we're clear to the left, look clear to the front, clear to the right, look back to the front for me, left stick, left foot, 30 degrees back pressure on the stick. So a little bit slower on the stick, okay, and not quite as much pedal. So your nose is dropping a bit, get more back pressure, there you go. Bring that nose back up, I'll tell you when you're there. Ooh, there, maintain that picture. Clear, attitude's good, look out, attitude's good, look out, attitude's good, nice, not bad. Look out, attitude's good, keep the thing going, I'm going to roll out, point north again, don't look down now, see look, your attitude's all fucked up now because you weren't looking out the front, so.
Did you look at the front when you turned out the front?
No, you only look out briefly for your look out and then you come back to the front because that's your master reference out there. That tells you how you're flying the aeroplane. Alright, roll wings level for me, so right stick, right foot. Back to 4 fingers of grass and relax the back pressure. Sweet, alright, I have control, let go. Not fucking bad, mate. Not bad, you should have been a pilot. Yeah, you'll be alright. Cool. Right, so I'm going to show you now what using the rig on its own does. Alright, so let's get out of the sun, I'll point at Bassett. What time is it?
What does that red circle thing?
That's an ATZ, so that's Campbell's ATZ, all that's airspace.
Oh, so that's how you know not to fly into
that's how I know what's
okay.
flying. So that's Swindon in the distance, and just under those doors is Bassett. Okay, so let's set the airplane. In fact, I'm going to give you the stick, alright, so you have control. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the input in on the rudder, but don't do anything on the stick. Just let the aeroplane react the way it reacts, okay? When we've seen enough of it, I will say recover. And what I want you to do is smartly roll the wings level and pitch the nose back up to 4 fingers of grass. Ready? So the airplane's going to yaw, then it's going to roll, and then it's going to drop its nose, okay? So, there we go. We're clear to the right. Let's go to the right first. So here comes the rudder. Here's the yaw. There's the induced roll, and now see the nose dropping? Yeah. Okay, recover. Roll wings level back to 4 fingers of grass. Nice and neat. There we are. Beautiful. Right, let's do the same to the left. So here comes the input. Just relax, let the airplane settle. There we go. Over to the left. So here's the input. Left rudder, left yaw, left roll, nose drop. Alright, recover. That's it. Roll and pitch. Nice, beautiful. Okay, so that's why we don't really use the rudder on its own. It's a bit uncomfortable. The airplane doesn't like it.
It's quite fun though.
It is fun. Alright, give us a turn back 180 degrees to the left. So we want to go clear to the left, clear out the front, clear to the right, back to the front, left stick, left foot, 30 degrees back. There you go, just relax your grip on the stick. Alright, there, that's the picture you want. Maintain that picture for me. Relax, the more relaxed your grip on the stick is, the easier it is to fly. So nose is a bit low, just a smidge more back pressure. Perfect, hold it there. Okay, yeah, sun's a pain in the arse, we'll just have to deal with it. Head back towards calm. Now we'll fly overhead Yatesbury, that's it. Okay, rudders, wings level there. We'll just cope with the sun out this side and let that back pressure off, let the nose come down. Beautiful. Sweet. So let's start using power. Alright, so you keep flying here. Fly the throttle with your left hand when you're ready. And what I want you to do when I tell you to is smoothly, not whang like that, nice and smoothly, just push the throttle all the way forward until you get full power. At the same time, put the back off on the stick, pitches up till the bumps on the horizon. Off you go. There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keeping the wings level as well. Hold attitude there. Keep the power going. It goes quite a long way forward. There we go. Banana tool, and release the pressure on the stick. There you go. So, almost there. I think what you've done, because you're a bit slow getting the power forward, you've pitched the nose up to the right place, but the speed came on. So that's why the nose dropped initially. Now it's settled at 70 knots. And we're going up. Yeah. Alright, so let's do the opposite now. Let's pull the throttle all the way back to idle and lower the nose. So that's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Nose is good now. Just keep going on the throttle. There we go. Don't worry, the airplane's not going to fall out of the sky. Alright, we're on now a glider. Alright, and we're still at 70 knots, but now we're going to go down. So let's go all the way down. Let's go down to 3,000 feet. And again, the airplane will just pitch where it wants at the end of the day, because we will not change the trim. We'll do that in a minute when we look at flying at different speeds. Let's go all the way down to 2.5. So that's 3,000. Let's go at 2,500. Now you can't make it go down faster by pushing harder. There you go. You make it go down faster by making sure the power's staying off.
So the main issue is I start to realise I want to push, but you can't. You just got to do like.
Exactly. You got to go where the airplane wants to go at the end of the day and just help it to. So there we are. Let's go down to 2,500. Just before we get to 2,500, so about 2550. Start pushing the throttle forward, but don't do anything with the stick. Not yet. So when we get to 2550, which is there, now gently start pushing the throttle forward until we've got 4,500 RPM. Just release the stick. That's it. Push the throttle forward, push it forward, bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. Okay. Smidge more. There we go. That's cruise power. Oh, look, the airplane's leveled itself out. Back to 4 fingers of grass, 2,500 feet, 70 knots. So the airplane has done it itself. Okay. So power controls height in an airplane. All right. Pitch controls speed. Power controls height. All right. Cool. So let's show you different speeds in the flaps now. All right. And then that'll be it for the teaching, and we can have some fun. Yeah. If you're happy for that. All right. So out of control a second. Let's just go a little bit further. I'm actually going to trog west for a while into the sun, because then I'll be able to turn out of it, and this will be a lot easier. Because otherwise the wind is just going to blow us miles down that way. Alright, so let's just put up with this for now. See, now the air's nice and smooth up here. I'm really not having to do anything at all. The airplane's set up perfectly, speed and height. Alright, that'll do. Let's point at devices. There we go. Don't want to point there. Okay, so you've got your hand back on, you've got the throttle as well, so you've got full control of the aircraft, you have control. So, what I want you to do is just pitch the nose up until it touches the horizon, like it did before, because I want you to slow me down to 60 knots, alright? So hold the nose there, hold it there, hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Get your thumb ready here, because I want you to hit the trim nose up switch, alright? So trim the nose up now, hit the switch until that first goes away. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, there. Alright, just release the pressure on the stick, let it come back down, that should give us 60 knots. There. Now you see the airplane's stable at 60 knots, yeah? Give the stick a little wiggle left and right, feel what the control, they're a lot slippier, aren't they? Yeah. When there's 10 knots less, because this airplane's got such a narrow speed range, there's a huge difference between the controls at 60 knots and 80 knots. Okay, so now the airplane's flying at 60 knots, just let it settle down. I am going to lower the flaps. You've got the stick, you've got control. I'm going to lower the flaps. What I want you to do is oppose the pitch. What do you mean by that? So, the nose will pitch up when I bring the flaps down. What I want you to do is gently push forward just to keep the nose where it is. You ready? Yeah. Okay, just nice and gentle. So there's the pitch up. Push forward. There. So we want the nose about there. I'm going to help you by resetting the trim. So, there's the flap one. So the nose is slightly lower at the same speed. Okay, we're almost back at 4 fingers of grass now, but with the speed 10 knots lower. Yeah? But not really much extra drag, it's not slowed the airplane down at all. What I'm going to do now is set the flaps to 2, and the pitch up is a bit more dramatic, so you're going to have to push forward a little bit harder. Okay, so here's flaps 2, push forward, 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 forward. There you go, to about there. Hold it. Hold that, and I will help you by trimming that force away. There we go. So now the aeroplane is 55 knots. We're now actually in the landing configuration. Okay, just release the stick. There, almost there. Yeah, a bit more nose down trim for this aeroplane. No two of them are the same. There you go. You got the stick. Cool. So with the stick left and right now. Now those ailerons are really sloppy, aren't they? Yeah. That's because you've moved the centre of pressure inboard as well. Not just because you've got much less airflow on the stick as well. Alright, back at 52 knots now. So what I'm going to do is bring the flaps up, the nose will drop, and I just want you to pull back on the stick to oppose it. You ready? There you go. So there's a nose drop, pull back to oppose it. Nice and smooth, nice and gentle. Don't go woo. No panicky moves, alright. And now the flaps. Oh, hang on. Let me just, let's trim the nose back. Trim the nose up. There we are. Okay, and flaps are all the way up, so lower the nose back to 4 fingers of grass, and look, as soon as those flaps are up, speed all comes back, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I know we're going towards SPTA, that's fine. Alright, turns around to the left, there you go. So look, that's it, don't drop the nose in a turn, there you go. Put that back pressure on, you've got a tendency to push the nose forward when you roll it. Keep it coming round. I'll tell you when to roll out. There you go, rolls out now, right stick, right foot, rolls wings level. And release the back pressure, get that nose down. Beautiful, right, you relax mate, I have control. Here end of the lesson, how was that? That was fun. Yeah, and you did really well as well actually, you didn't not bloody bad at all. I get confused, like, so I just need to go slower for you with that. That's fine, but even with that confusing, you did really fucking well. The way you handle the airplane's actually quite nice. Seen far worse, trust me. Seen far worse today. Right, there we go. Let's let the airplane settle down. We'll have a little bit of fun. Let's wang it around in some steep turns. So we're clear right, we're clear left. Here comes a bit of extra power. Clear to the right, and let's snap into the right. So there we go. And here comes the G. 2G in the turn. Around 60 degrees back. And look how quick we're turning. Hell of a turn. It turns on a sixpence, this aeroplane. Okay, and let's roll it out there, and let's go to the left. 60 degrees back to the left. And we'll roll out.
Wow, you get proper in it.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Just bring the nose up. Just get my bearings. Ooh, there we go. And let's do over. So let's go. Put the power off a little bit. Clear, we're clear above, yeah. Let's pitch up. 2, check, speed's coming back. Rolling's level. Nose to the horizon, power's off. Right stick, right foot. Pitching back up, and let's do one to the right. Clear, and pitching up. Okay, check, speed's good. Rolling through. Nose through the horizon, power off. Rolling out. And back up. Cool. There you go. That's about as much fun as you're allowed to have in this airplane.
That's fun though.
I'll give you the 0G in a second once we turn back around.
Wait,
there we go. Alright, here we go, 0G. Okay, so let's pitch up. And pushing forward. Don't hit the controls. Do not hit the controls. Alright. There we go. Actually put us into a spin there if you'd done that. I do not want to be trying to get out of a spin in one of these airplanes.
Oh, to be fair, because I panicked and I pushed the pedal.
Oh, don't panic. Well, you know what to expect this time.
Yeah,
so we'll do the same again.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my god, so now we know.
Yeah. Don't panic and do sense things with the airplane. Cool. Right. Do you want to fly us back in?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, right, so 2,000 feet, 70 knots, just about got cruise power on, there we are. You've got the stick, you've got the throttle, you've got the pedals, you have control. Just keep us going in this direction for a little bit. There's Signal Hill, and there's the monument there. So we're going to make a 90-degree turn to the right to roll out facing north. Okay, so look, we're good. Right stick, right foot, 30 degrees of bank, there you go, sticking rudder in the middle, back pressure. Bit more back pressure, that's the one. Keep that going, and roll out now, left stick, left foot, nose down. There we go, beautiful. So see the needle just at the edge right there, just to the right of the nose. That's what we're heading for. Okay, alright, and now I want you to descend us to 1,000 feet, so remember to go down, it's power off, lower the nose, off you go. Off it goes, so it's throttle back, that's power off. So throttle back, idle, nose down. There you go, bit more, throttle all the way back, that's it. Just let the airplane pitch to 70 knots. And keep it there. I said, keep the wings level. Just relax. You've got too tight a grip on that thing, mate. Just relax. There we go. Ready for traffic Golf. November India now. 3 miles. Point downwind 288. That's it. Just keep us going in this direction. Keep us going down. I'm dying for a wee as well, so we don't want to be up for too much longer. That's it, so just release, there you go, you're inadvertently putting some back pressure on the stick. Do you know how I knew you were doing that? It's because the speed had come back to about 63 knots. You see how the nose pitches itself up when it gets to the speed it wants, and it'll just stay there. So there you go, left and right, but just let it pitch where it wants. There you go, so we're approaching 1,000 feet, so when we're about 1,050 feet, so here, we're going to start feeding the power back on until we're at about 4,000 revs, okay? So start leaving that power back on. Keep the wings level. That's it. Just let the aeroplane pitch itself up. There you go. That's it. Beautiful. It's going to level itself up. Now I want you to pick the nose up a little bit because I want to slow to 60 knots. So pitch the nose up. Get your thumb ready to trim. There you go. Nose up to the horizon. Hold it. And there's the trim. Okay. Trim the force away. A bit more. That'll do. Hold it there for me. I'm going to put the flaps to 1. Remember to pitch forward. There you go. Pitch forward. Pitch forward. That's it. I'm going to reset the trim for you. Beautiful. And we are all set up for the approach. So level 1,000 feet. Keep the wings level for me. Just lower the nose a touch. There we go. Speed's a little bit low. Okay, clear, clear. Nobody's coming out of the airfield. So what I want you to do is just sneak a little bit of power off and slowly descend to 700 feet. We're going to turn right when I tell you. Bit more. That's great with the power. Leave the power there. Keep going in this direction. And then it's a right turn when I tell you, not just yet. Okay, so we're going to fly over that little clump of trees down there and point at the horse race track. So start a right turn for me now. Okay, right stick, right foot, nice and gentle. That's it. To about 30 degrees of bank. Just let the nose come down. There, hold it there. That'll perfect. And roll out when we're pointing at that horse race track there. You're going to have to roll out pointing to the left of it because we're drifting because of the wind. There we go. That's what we want. Yatesbury traffic. Golf November India is downwind 28 Yatesbury. A little bit more power off. Let's keep it coming down to 700 feet. I'll do the pre-landing checks. You alright? Want me to fly it now? Yeah, okay, I'll fly it now. So, pre-landing checks, that's fine. Fuel pump is on and content suspicion, but go around, all rounds clear, clear outside the circuit, clear straight ahead, clear inside the circuit. There's the airfield there. Wind, very strong northwesterly. Okay, so you can see we're drifting like that. I'm actually drifting clear of the circuit there, not... And I've joined at a bit of an angle, so that's not the best. And I've let my height come down as well, so I'm going to add some more power just to recover that. I want to be at 700 feet. Okay. There we go, so let's get that height back. Trim is set for neutral, which is going to give me 60 knots with flaps 1. Security behind us secure, so is yours. Pre-landing checks complete. So, opposite that green bar there, we turn onto the base leg. Left stick, left foot. And with a slackening wind pushing us in this direction, we delay the descent. And I'm actually going to make this landing. That's where we're going. Okay, so now I'm going to take the power off. All the way off. And then start judging the descent. Let the nose come down. 60 knots, 1 banana, 2 banana. That's enough. I'll trim the nose up just a smidge. There we are. Just a smidge more. There we go. So now I'm judging my descent path, my angle down towards the airfield. It looks good at the moment, but I know from experience that when we come off the edge of the ridgeline here, the airplane will start to sink, so I'm going to have to add some power. Okay, there comes the sink. I can feel it. So add a bit of power. Nose comes up. Descent angle now comes down. Starting to turn onto finals. Gently into the wind. Yatesbury traffic, Golf November India, short final, 28 Yatesbury. So rolling out there on the centre line, cocked off into the wind for the drift. A little bit high, so the runway's quite like that at the moment, so I'm going to take some power off. You see the runway starting to flatten out now. As it flattens out, starts to flatten out, starts to flatten out.
Oh, there, yeah.
There, gently, okay. So actually this descent angle looks pretty good. I'm just going to add some power just to level that off a touch. And as I come across the front of the runway, all I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the nose, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, and hold it off, hold it off, hold it off until the wheels touch down like that. I'm going to keep the nose up, using the rudder to keep straight. Keep the nose up as long as possible, just to use aerodynamic braking. There we go. After landing checks, flaps up, pump off, transponder off. Cool. I just read that out on the radio because I hit the transmit switch by accident. There we go. I say land an aeroplane. What do you think of that then?
That was good.
Yeah. You're fine, you're not bad, mate, you know? You're not bad at all. Let's park it outside the hangar so Callum can just push it back in. That wind has really dropped off now. It was horrible earlier. do. Quick mag cut check. 1, 2. Off. Radio off. Oh. Enjoy that.